Hey, welcome back to another video. What if you were to go on a winter road trip abroad and you could bring only one detailing product with you? Well, today I want to show you one of my favorite products and how easy it is to use and why I think this is the one product you can keep in your car on a winter road trip. Los kids! Okay, I'm cheating a bit because here in the front of my car I have a bag where I keep two things that I always have with me. One is a brush cover, but if you go to a foreign car wash, this goes over the brush that they have there, those banged up brushes that are full with debris and sand. So first with the high pressure washer I wash out the brush of the car wash completely, and then this goes on the top to make sure that you don't spread any dirt around. Yeah, and then of course, because it's such a small footprint, I always have a drying towel with me in case I don't have access to demineralized water or I want to just distribute my detailing product on the paint of my car. This drying towel also works really well. So those two things are always with me. But if I could take only one detailing product, I would bring something like this. This is a waterless wash, hybrid ceramic wash and wax from Meguiar's. And what I really like is that they say that you can use this to wash your car waterless. Now I am not a big fan of that and I wouldn't do it. I've tried it in a few videos with Sahara dust and it's possible, but yeah, maybe better not. But this waterless wash, ceramic wash and wax from Meguiar's, it is extremely slick and far more slick than your standard detailing spray, which allows it to be used without water. And then I think if you keep something like this, you can not only clean off the paint, and even if it's not super clean, foreign car washes, or if you want something to detail your car with quickly, because it not only protects, but it's also quite safe. According to the package, it can be used on the car paint, but also on the car glass. And yeah, if you try a regular detailing spray on the glass, at least smears, but with this you can also clean the glass. And especially if you go on a winter sport or something like that, hey, you've seen the glass gets incredibly... according to the package, it can be used on the car paint, but also on the car glass. And yeah, if you try a regular detailing spray on the glass, at least smears, but with this you can also clean the glass. And especially if you go on a winter sport or something like that, hey, you've seen the glass gets incredibly dirty on your car. If you need to carry a glass cleaner and a detailer, of course you'll start having a lot of luggage relatively soon. But if you can use this for both glass and for paint, I think it's a really good business case. So let's give this a try. I have here an area where for some reason I'm getting a lot of dust here and spots. I can't, of course, everywhere I go blast water on it with a high pressure washer. I'm not that skilled and the car will get wet. But then if I use something like this is nice paint, I can clean it and also offer a bit of protection. So that hopefully then the paint, the dirt the next time won't attach also to this nice red paint. So the bottle I got, I paid around 15 euro for it. It's not super cheap. But of course Meguiar's being an A brand in the detailing industry, I guess it's worth it. This is the first time I'm using Meguiar's, by the way. I'm very excited. And what I liked so far about it, next to the packaging, are the instructions on the back. And then specifically this booklet. You open it up, it has a really nice detailed booklet with instructions how to use it. And I really like that. And as I mentioned before, it says the high lubricity, spray on, additional ceramic protection will make sure you have a barrier on your paint so dirt won't attach so easy to it. And it's nice, you can use it on glossy paint, on coatings that are already on there, glass, metal and trim. And the instruction is very easy. You just get a microfiber towel, fold it in half, spray a bit on the surface you want to clean, wipe it off, and then with the other side you can buff it. So it's super easy and very safe also, especially if you've already washed your car. And I'm very curious to give this a try. Let me know if you've already used this from Meguiar's and what's your opinion. Let's try it here on this dusty surface. So I've shaken the product already. I've done a few test sprays. It has a really nice thin mist and it smells like a bubble gum, like a bit like cherries and berries. So it's very pleasant. Let's spray a bit on the surface we want to clean. Oh, look at that mist, fantastic. Ah, sehr schön. And I mean, look, it has completely, I even oversprayed a bit, completely covered. It has completely covered the whole area already. It didn't say how much time it actually needs to settle on the paint. So I guess I'll just let it sit there for half a minute so it can do its work. I can already see that some of the dirt starts to loosen here a little bit, which is nice. And then I'll just take my towel for extra protection. You can spray 2 sprays in this towel so you have a wet side. And then they say just fold it in half, like I've done here. And then in one swift motion, and at the end you should scoop it a little bit. I know, like this. You scoop it up. And then you have successfully cleaned this surface. Let's do a little bit more on the inside here. A bit more spray here. There was some in the cracks that I wasn't able to get out. With the nice scooping motion, see all that dirt? And because of the... it's very smooth indeed. Very smooth. Yeah, you basically clean this if you have a nice microfiber towel without scratching the paint. I'll also do a bit the top here. So. And this is where in the winter where your foot hits and you have really a lot of this dirt. So. And I've done this also with previous cars, with my previous car. And if you do this often and you use a bit of a sealant and a protectant, you will notice that in the future there won't be so much dirt attaching to it. And it keeps it cleaner, longer, nicer. Sehr schön. Yeah, and also here the same situation. Spray again, a few sprays only. Because a lot of product comes out, I must say. They say on the back here in the booklet, I found it quite interesting. It says if your car is not too dirty, you can wash 3 to 4 mid-sized cars from this, with this. That sounds very optimistic, but I can see why they write that, because it's relatively big bottle. Leave it on there, then we have a little bit of a thicker layer there. So like I said, it may look not cheap when you purchase it, but actually in the cost per use I think it's very low. So far I'm quite happy with it. Yeah, one of the other areas in my car that gets very dirty, and especially in the winter, is this rear windshield. You can already see it, it's completely blurry. We don't have any washer fluid possibility here because of the design. So from time to time it's good to clean that, of course. But what I like to do, something like this, not only cleans, but also will leave a nice protective layer on the glass, which should keep it cleaner much longer. So again, I'm going to let this sit here for a while. And then I'm just going to wipe it off like I've done in the car already also. Very easy, you can see all the dirt comes off immediately in the towel. Also the other side. So, and I am really looking forward to the winter. I'm not going on a winter sport, but I like to go to areas where there's snow to walk around, and the car gets so dirty there. So it's really nice if you have something with you where you know you'll be able to clean the car urgently. And if you go to a car wash, that you do have a good detailing product with you that is forgiven in case there's still a bit of dirt on the paint. And yeah, with something like this, I think you cannot make any mistakes and you can stay safe in the winter. Another use case for this, what I really like, is these cameras. Your rear view cameras, they'll get incredibly blurry. So you can spray directly a little bit on the camera also. And then just clean it off. So ja, sehr schön. And then you have a little bit of extra protection film on the camera, which should keep it just a little bit cleaner longer and lead to better vision in the winter. So also that, I think, is very safe. And if you have, let's say, cameras here on the side also, and sensors, but especially cameras. You can clean them, and then you'll be able to have better vision wherever you go in the car. And if you have, let's say, cameras here on the side also, and sensors, but especially cameras, you can clean them, and then you'll be able to have better vision wherever you go in the car. So like I said, it can be used as a glass cleaner, but it's so versatile on paint, on trim, on cameras, on plastics, not inside the car, and on glass. You can even use it if you have wheels and you wanted to touch up your wheels a little bit. You can also go over it like this. Make your wheels look even more shiny, especially after a car wash. Very nice. I also like to use such things on wheels. Yeah, and that concludes my review of this Meguiar's ceramic wash and wax, waterless. On the glass, on the paint, on the plastic, on so many places you can use this. I think in the winter having something like this on board is a really smart choice, especially if you want to take good care of your car. Keep the cameras clean, keep the windows clean, keep the paint protected, especially if you go to dodgy foreign car washes. Together with a brush cover and a drying towel, and then having something like this. Is my first time using a Meguiar's product. Let me know which Meguiar's product I should use next. I'm very curious to give it a try. This one so far I really like, and it will go in my car for this winter. I'm wishing you fantastic winter, happy holidays ahead, and I hope to hear from you, and please subscribe, and see you in the next video. Auf Wiedersehen.